Question number 5 from trigonometry. First question, question number 5 from trigonometry. Learners, if you want to do it yourself, just pause this video and try yourself. Then come back to this video and check your answer is correct or not. Okay, let me try question number 5.1. What is that? This is a very usual question. 5.1. 5.1, what is given? Cos 16 degree is equal to k. So here the given angle is 16 degree and this angle is less than 90. It's an acute angle. So you don't need to draw Cartesian plane and find x, y. This we can use just a right angle triangle to get the answer because the angle is in the first quadrant. That's why Cartesian plane, you don't need to use it. If you want to use it, you can use it. There is nothing wrong. You can get it. But this right angle triangle will help you just to draw a right angle triangle. Just to draw a right angle triangle and place that acute angle 16 in one of the acute angles there. That one is 16 means you are automatically finding the k value of its complementary angle 74 also. We can get it from the very same right angle triangle. So what is given? Cos 16. Cos 16 by definition, what is that? Cos 16 adjacent over hypotenuse, which means this is k. From 16, what is adjacent? This side is adjacent and this side is hypotenuse, right? So we can find over 1. Then how do you find the opposite side? We can use Pythagoras. So which means that is opposite. If I call it O here, opposite, that is opposite square plus k square is equal to 1 square. Or if you call this one x and y, x square plus y square is equal to r square. So we can find out what is the opposite side. Opposite side square is equal to 1 square minus k square. 1 square is 1. Therefore, opposite side is equal to square root of 1 minus k square. Is it clear? So we got it. This side is opposite side. We got it square root of 1 minus k square. So we have all the sides of the right angle triangle. Now we can do those questions one by one using reduction formula or a compound angle formula or double angle formula, looking at the situation. All right, let me start with the first question, 5.1.1. What is that? Sine 344 degree. Sine 344. Where is 344? When you go with the Cartesian plane, where is 344? It is in between 270 and 360, isn't it? It is in the fourth quadrant. So 344 we can write sine 360 minus 16, isn't it? Because in all these given angles you have to bring the presence of 16. So don't go with the 270, it is good. 360 minus 60. What is 360 minus 60? 344. Now you can apply reduction formula. Fourth quadrant sine is negative. So negative sine 16 is the answer. Isn't it? Okay. So sine 16 you can get it minus. What is sine 16? Opposite over hypotenuse. That is square root of 1 minus k square divided by 1. That is the answer. Divided by 1, you don't need to write it. Is it clear? So this is how we can express sine 344 in terms of k. So any given angle you have to express in terms of 16. Sometimes here I applied a reduction formula, sometimes compound angle formula, sometimes double angle formula, but 16 degree must be appeared there. Okay, that must be there in your mind. Then 500, I mean 5 comma 1 comma 2. Next question, 5.1.2. What is that? Tan 106 degree. Tan 106 degree. Okay, tan 106, 106. It is tan 90 plus 16. So tan 90 plus 16. So tan complementary it is not there in your syllabus. It is caught actually, but we are not using that one in grade 12. So instead of 90 plus, what if I go with 180 minus? What should I write? 180 minus 180 minus 74. But 74 is there in the diagram, isn't it? In the right angle triangle. So we can write that one. That is tan 180 minus 74 degree. What is 180 minus 74? 106. So we can do this question. Now it is a very simple question. 180 minus, where is 180 minus? This is 180. 180 minus means second quadrant. According to cast rule, tan is, only sign is positive, which means tan is negative tan 74. Isn't it? Negative tan 74. So we can do that question. Tan 74 from the diagram we can get it. Go to the right angle triangle. What is tan 74? From this 74 is this upper complementary angle. What is tan opposite over adjacent, isn't it? So it's going to be k divided by, minus already there, k divided by square root of 1 minus k square. That is opposite over adjacent tan. Is it clear now? So this is how we can do that question. Now coming to the last question in that 5.1. 5.1. What is that? Cos 8. 5.1.3. Let me write it here. 5.1.3. Cos 8 degree. Cos 8 degree is given. How do you express 8 in terms of 16? Can't you see that it's a double angle? 16, 8 times 2 is 16, isn't it? So double angle formula will help you. So double angle of cos, you can use it. What is double angle of cos? That is cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. This formula you have to use it. So 2 and replace theta with the 8. That is 2 theta is 2 times 8. Replace theta with the 8. Then you will see cos 8 there. That is cos 2 times 8, that is 16, is equal to 2 cos square 8 minus 1. Did you see cos 8 there? Then solve and find. What is cos 16 already given? That is k, isn't it? So we can write it. You can substitute. So it's going to be, let me write it here. K is equal to 2 cos square 8 minus 1. Now solve and find the value of cos 8. That's the question. You have to express cos 8 in terms of k. So what are you going to send? Minus 1 goes other side. That is k plus 1 is equal to 2 cos square 8. Now what are you sending? 2. Divide both sides 2. That is k plus 1 divided by 2. Remember what is k? Cos 16, right? Yes. It's going to be cos square 8. Now send the square other side to get to cos 8. That is cos 8 is equal to, send the square other side, that is square root of k plus 1 divided by 2, plus or minus. But here cos 8 is the acute angle and it is positive. So square root of k plus 1 by 2 is the answer. Is it clear now? Okay, now we can go to 5.2. Okay, now coming to question number 5.2. What is that? Without using a calculator, simplify the following into a single trigonometric ratio. What is that? You can see what is that. It is purely a reduction formula. Okay, for applying reduction formula, you need to know this Cartesian plane, and you know this border angle 0, 90, 180, 270, then 360, isn't it? And first quadrant second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. CAST rule, CAST, so that you know those the symbol, that is positive or negative sign of all three trigonometry ratios. All right, now let's do one by one. First one is cos squared. Guys, if a trigonometry ratio is squared, means it's very simple. Straight away you don't need to worry about positive or negative, because this is always positive. Clear? So now if it is a 180 or 360 here, straight away we can write this is going to be cos square x. If it is 90 or 270, you have to write what? Sine square x. But it is always positive. Why it is positive? Because we are squaring. Anything that you square, you will get a positive. Even if it is negative, negative times negative going to be what? Positive. Clear? So cos square x, we got it. Now inside the bracket, main bracket, tan 360 minus. 360 is here. 360 minus means fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, tan is negative. Why? Only cos is positive, right? So tan is negative. Then we can, because of 360, we can straight away we can write minus tan x, put a bracket. If you get something negative, use bracket, guys. That is very important. Then cos 90. Remember 90, complementary 90 means you need to be very careful. You can't write cos, you have to write sine. So 90 plus. 90 plus means you are moving into second quadrant, isn't it? And second quadrant cos is negative. So negative, because of 90 you have to write negative sine x. Don't write negative cos x, negative sine x. Is it clear now? Okay. Then plus sine, let me write it here, guys, separately. Sine x minus 90. This is not in the standard form of reduction formula. You have to swap it. 90 must come in front. So we can do it. You know the method. Sine minus of 90 minus x. If a binomial with a negative in between, we can swap it. So negative will come outside the bracket. Now you have to deal with the negative angle. Sine minus will come out. Minus sine 90 minus x. Which is going to be what, guys? Minus 90 minus x, first quadrant. Because of sine 90, you have to write cos x. So which is going to be minus cos x. Put a bracket there. Then cos 180 is a border angle. Answer is minus 1. Okay, just think about the graph of cos. You know that it's negative 1. Okay, otherwise we can use the calculator to verify your answer. All right, now we are done reduction formula. Now simplify it. Cos square x, bracket, this minus and this minus going to be positive. Tan x, tan x I can write sin x over cos x times sin x. Then this minus and this minus going to be positive, that is plus cos x. Clear? All right, now you can open the bracket with the cos square x. So it's going to be cos square x times this going to be sin square x divided by cos x. Is it clear? All right, now plus what is there? Cos square x times cos x, that is cos cube x. Is it clear? Okay, then cos square x cancel, leaving 1 cos x. I mean cos x and cos square x, one of them is cancelled, leaving 1 cos x. Now take the common out. You can see a cos x here and here also a cos x. Take it out. That is cos x. Inside the bracket only sin square x in the first term, plus from cos cube 1 cos x. When you remove it, you will get what? Cos square x. Is it clear? Okay, so what is that, guys, inside the bracket, which is 1? That is cos x times 1. So the answer is cos x. So that's how we do that question. Is it clear? All right, now coming to 5.3.1. Prove the identity. Guys, left hand side and right hand side. What is left hand side? Cos triple 3 times theta plus cos 7 times theta divided by cos 5 times theta. Guys, you know only up until double angle formula how to write the formula, isn't it? Triple angle and 7 times or 5 times, you haven't learned that one. We don't know the formula for that one. But this is a very simple question, but you need to understand how to deal with that. Look at the numerator. This 3 theta and this 7 theta, you can split it in such a way that we can do this question very easily. That is, cos 3 theta we can write cos 3, instead of 3 theta, 5 theta minus 2 theta. What is 5 theta minus 2 theta? 3 theta, isn't it? Similarly, second one we can write cos 7 theta is 5 theta plus 2 theta. See, this is how a small adjustment is needed, divided by cos 5 theta. This type of questions were appearing in the past, but I think it is better to know how to deal with this kind of questions. All on a sudden, when you see 3 theta, 7 theta, then you can relate to them. 5 theta minus 2 theta, 5 theta plus 2 theta. Now things are very easy. This is a compound angle formula for cos, isn't it? You know that cos A minus B, A plus B, the formula. So replace this one A and B. Then what is the formula? Cos A cos B. That is cos 5 theta, then cos 2 theta plus sine 5 theta sine 2 theta. So I am done the first compound angle formula. Now I am moving to the second one. This is A, this is B. That is cos A plus B, which is going to be what, guys? Plus cos 5 theta cos 2 theta minus, if it is plus means in the formula it is minus, sine 5 theta sine 2 theta. Is it clear? All right. Then all divided by 5 theta. I mean cos 5 theta. Now did you see the same term with a different sign is going to be cancelled, isn't it? So what is left there? Same item, but both are plus. That is 2 times. Same two of them are added, means 2 times cos 5 theta cos 2 theta. Because like terms with the coefficient of 1, just add them. That is 2 cos 5 theta cos 2 theta divided by cos 5 theta. Now we can cancel these two. So we got the answer 2 cos 2 theta. Isn't it? We need to prove the same. Yes, you see we got it. We got RHS. So this is how you have to do this question. This approach you need to know. How to adjust 3 theta and 7 theta. Guys, I think now on, if you see question like this, I think you know how to do it. All right, now we can go to the next question, which is based on the one that we proved. This one, see. So this one very easily we can do that question. Look at the angles. See, there is a connection. This one denominator 112,5. This one we and numerator 67,5, 157,5. There is a common angle. What is the common angle? 22,5. Because the numerator, if you write it, let me write it here, 5.3.2. Numerator we can write cos, because this is connected to the previous question. So there is a common factor. You have to find out what is this theta. There is a number we multiplied by 3, multiplied by 7, multiplied by 5. You will get this one. So how do you get that angle? Take any one of the angle and divide by, for example, denominator 112,5 divided by 5, which is going to be 22,5. So we can write it cos, instead of 157,5, we can write what? 7 times 22,5. Is it correct? Yes, just check with the calculator, you will see that. Plus cos 67,5, we can write 3 times 22,5. Is it clear? Yes. Divided by cos 112,5, we can write 5 times 22,5. Did you see that one? Isn't it same like the previous one? where instead of theta here what you see 22 comma 5, isn't it? So you know that answer. What is the answer? 2 cos 2 theta, that is 2 cos 2 times theta. Here in this question, what is theta? 22 comma 5. Then simplify, instead of simplifying this one, just simplify this, you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Which is going to be 2 times cos 2 times 222 comma 5 is 45 degree, isn't it, guys? So that we know, that is 2 times 1 over square root of 2. When you do that one in the calculator, it will give you square root of 2. That is the final answer. So hence, do you see this word hence? Hence means you have to carry from the previous question. That will help you to do that question. I hope you understood. Now we can go to the last question, that is a general solution. Okay, now coming to the last question, 5.4. What is that? Determine the general solution. General solution means the one with, in terms of k, that you have to write it in terms of k. The following equations. What is that equation? 4 sine 3x plus 1 times sine x minus 5 cos x is equal to 0. Guys, if you 6 marks question, if you get question like this, then you know it is very easy, we can do it, because they factorized already, isn't it? They factorize, because this kind of question in different ways we can get it. Sometimes quadratic equation you have to solve and find the value of a trigonometry ratio. Here you have to find the value of a trigonometry ratio, then you have to conclude it by finding the value of angle with different methods. So here, since it is, we can see the factor, this factor and this factor multiplied, answer is 0. Means take each factor and equate to 0 and you will get the answer. Okay, so that's how we do this question. So let me take the first factor, that is 4 sine 3x plus 1 and equate to 0, because it was already factorized. So take each factor and equate to 0 and solve. So that is sine 3x is equal to, plus 1 goes other side, minus 1, then divide both sides by 4. You have to solve and find the value of sine. Okay, so sine of an angle is equal to a number, we got it. Okay, here I am using the straight method. If sine is there, what are the answers? One answer is that angle 3x is equal to sine inverse minus 1 over 4 plus k 360. This is quite easy. We can do this one very easily. Okay, so we got to one general solution, but they want the x value, so divide all of them by x. That is, x is 3. X is equal to sine inverse minus 1 over 4. What is sine inverse minus 1 over 4? Minus 14,48 plus k 360, and because we are finding the value of x, divide all of them by 3. That is, this one divided by 3, this one divided by 3. So which is going to be, the x value is minus 14,48 over 3, which is going to be minus 4,8 plus k 120, where k element of z. We go to one general solution. Because of sine, you need one more general solution. Separately you have to find, not like a cos and not like a tan. First one is sine inverse of that number plus k 360. The other one is 180 minus sine inverse of that number, this one. Okay, so the next one is 3x, or 3x is equal to 180 minus sine inverse of whatever number on the right hand. Here it is minus 1 over 4. If you go with this method, the reference angle you don't need to find. You don't need to worry about the side, positive or negative. Just straight away, whatever number here, find out the sine inverse plus k 360, then 180 minus sine inverse of very same number plus k 360. With this one, when you do it, you will get 3x is equal to 194. 194,48 plus k 360. Therefore, x is equal to divide both side by 3 including 360, that is, which is going to be 64. It's going to be 64 comma 83 plus k 120, where k element of z. So this is the another one. When you use the first factor, this is how you get it. Now you have to go to the second factor. What is that? Sin x minus 5 cos x is equal to 0. You have to simplify and get a single trigonometric ratio. That single trigonometric ratio can be sine or cos or tan. The first factor, when you simplify, you got sine. Did you see that sine there? Okay, so if sine is there, you need to know how to do it. Sine inverse of that number, then 180 minus sine inverse. Instead of sine, if it is cos, what are you going to do? Plus or minus cos inverse of minus 1 over 4 plus k 360. So here in a single step you can write the answer, plus or minus, if cos is there. If tan is there, tan inverse of that number plus k 180 is the answer. So here, this one, how do we do it? It is very simple. Send 5 cos x other side. Sin x is equal to 5 cos x, isn't it? Minus 5 cos x goes other side, plus 5 cos x. If you have sine and cos with the same angle, what you need to do? Just divide both of them by cos. That is, this one divided by cos x, this also divided by cos of that angle. So the left hand side you will get tan x is equal to this one cos x cancel, you got 5. So here the trigonometric ratio is tan. Then what is the answer? In a single step we can write x is equal to tan inverse 5 plus k 180 is the answer. So what is tan inverse 5? 78,69 plus k 180, where k element of an integer. So we are done. So that's the answer, 6 marks question, because they want only a general solution. Sometimes they want the angle in a particular interval. So first you have to find the general solution, then replace k with 0, 1, minus 1 and 2, minus 2, and find out those angles which are falling in that interval. Okay, if they want only general solution, please stop it here. You will get the full mark. All right, thank you guys.